talk about Kegels. First of all, who's Kegel?
So he is a gynecologist. I don't remember all the specifics, to be quite honest, but basically he came up with Kegels, which are a strengthening exercise for the pelvic floor. And so what it is, what we describe it to for patients is we say, there's a few different ways to describe it. You're going to use the muscles that you use when you urinate, but try to stop the flow. But you don't want to do them when you're urinating because that can create dysfunction. You want to learn what the muscles are, and then you squeeze those muscles and relax, in between sets, so to speak. And so you'll do, the other way people describe it is pulling up and in the vagina. Or for men, sometimes you'll say it's like the feeling that you're trying to lift your penis off the floor without touching it, right? So those are kind of
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. So those are kind of the ways that you can describe those muscles. And so you can squeeze for 5 seconds and relax for 5 seconds and do them in repetitions. And they're just like any sort of exercise you do. You don't want to start doing 100 of them, right? You want to do them. I tell patients, do them lying down so that you're only focusing on those muscles. You're not working on your posture. You're not doing anything else. And as you get better with them lying down, you then sit up and do them. And then once you're good with them sitting up, you can do them standing. And start with, 10 to 15 at a time, like once in the morning.
10 to 15 repetitions. So let's talk sets and reps.
So 10 to 15 repetitions in the morning, 10 to 15 repetitions at night. Maybe one more during the middle of the day, but don't overdo it because just like anything, especially when you're starting out, you can. And if you're doing tons and tons of Kegels, then you will get a tight, short pelvic floor muscles and you will then develop pelvic floor dysfunction. So it's really important to kind of understand those mechanics, which is why a lot of people think they know how to do Kegels, but they really don't. And so I always encourage people, if you have the time and the resources, to go to a pelvic floor physical therapist so they can really work with you and make sure you're doing them correctly.